I'll do this tie to I can't tie I say Sam. There's you can force. No, I am gonna request to last. I was looking at it, I was like, I do not want to speak to the fox again for a while. I already have her for that
the commission this time around is of high
event.
importance. It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word
I'm
that
assuming her
Avidia
thing is us meeting those raccoons or whatever.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
Being called pink fur, yellow fur, white fur. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Strange things are happening to people who cross through that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, the consequences could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
I don't trust you.
Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business.
I don't trust Catherine. Like, now that I know she trusts Nigel, I don't trust her. I feel like the main Catherine is the Nigel business one. I feel like that's how I'd be like, I feel like I make saying like, she's like the original Catherine. Because they got some like clothing stuff going on. Either that, or they're like Nurse Joy, they're like really related sisters or whatever. I swear that's like the logic they use for Nurse Joy. Like in Pokemon, they're like, oh, she's literally just the same. They're like really close relatives. They do that for every region too. It's like, oh my god. Wait, why are they? That's like the logic they use for Nurse Joy. This dude. Thing is, these are also really good to grind thingy things because they're also really. I feel like majority world quests are fun to do, so you can grind primary gems while doing them. So you haven't done these. There's a lot of them cool, but they're like what, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, more.
This is where you've been, Tighnari? That's.
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tighnari, everything's spinning.
Your eyes aren't open,
Am
that's
I
why.
going to die?
Yeah, you are.
Tell Mom that I should have listened to her, and tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tighnari.
Hi, honey, you say Tighnari, that's how you say it, I forgot. Okay, can you like shut up?
Tighnari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest.
Yeah, stop
You'll be bouncing off the
overreacting.
walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. It's
Don't play
different
that.
from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so. Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Oh, stupid kid. Getting ill.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
He's actually gonna die.
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and
Yeah,
rest.
don't just lie.
But I only said that to comfort him.
That's why I gave him
His
an apple.
symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his
I will
psyche.
say he
Antipyretics
does he
won't be of
think
much
this not
use.
this random
do we
boss is
do?
gonna realize what
Mr.
what he's
Forest
talking
Watcher,
about?
you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale. Have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region. Is that why you two are also here?
Yes, we're here to find out
Is
why
it a
people have been
new
dying
weathering zone?
recently.
Doesn't seem like one.
Oh, thank God.
Whether you look at scale,
I hate these
internal
withering
conditions,
zones.
or resultant effects,
So
they're
you put me in a
completely
withering
different.
zone.
The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
Also, I saw a short on this. That's just remind me of the short. If you go to the blind girl in Mondstadt and use Tighnari's I think basic attack or his skills or whatever, he says you can't see or something like that. You can't see me or something like that. Make fun of the blindness. It's pretty funny. That just remind me of that.
Alright, let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Surely that little girl must be leaving soon.
That seems very suspicious. Oh, I think I'm not in the desert yet. I haven't finished can't even go to the desert. I'm scared to go to deserts, man.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together more to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So, the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts? How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
What the heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical
You've
crab?
heard enough.
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables.
I mean, he is a
Caravan
machine,
carried a large
right?
amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't the Academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
Who else am I talking to? It's so nice that we're all together with us.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives.
I guess so.
It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Just what do with the traveling merchants?
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the Mora you made. That would be the most efficient method, but it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
Maybe he's injured.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Yeah, I'm professionals on crab catching. I go to the beach every day and like immediately catch all those crabs.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay, we'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why did it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravan...
All right, it's moving again. Did you... Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Moving. Yeah, rain cutter. No, my sword.
Dodge this!
Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
This moment will be frozen in time. Free!
Rain outlines your fate. Ready.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan-robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple, programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does the scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood? I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical component. We should return.
I won't be surprised if like we end up fighting the monsters later, to be honest. That normally ends up having stuff like this.
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Ah, thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Wait, what? So we just let that crab wait?
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked you to?
Of course I did! Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing, and once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale. Alright, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm sure we'll be fine. You put too much confidence in me. Let's return and...
Yes, books. Hey, he's also decent to get books. Yes, like I don't get books for myself. Mr. Crab, you have to wait down there until I get the coal or iron up here, whatever you want to call it. Oh, this is the best good thing. Or you would. I better don't get everything stuff. He's on here. Oh, he's hiding behind a tree. But I
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd. You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia forest to become like this?
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
Do you feel unwell at all?
Now we're fine. Doing fine so
Good.
far.
It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
What about Paimon?
How do you know that?
Well, I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers.
That makes no sense. Paimon does not have a vision or have no power for that now.
This flower species is formerly known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the leyline lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
I think so.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loud.
The contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley line.
Like how plants have climate, temperature, this equilibrium is... If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However...
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to
What
this kind of
secrets are you
change.
holding?
Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something. Environment. No wind. Target parameters. Normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluence, we'll need to tackle the source.
At the heart of the contamination.
That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is
Something's approaching.
lizards.
So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
These were easy to beat last time, I should probably switch. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say the first switch out Resville means he died anyway.
Whew. That's all of them.
Oh.
Hey, where are you? Wait for us! Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
Help! Help!
No, my sword!
Cool it!
Into the shadows.
Freeze!
Rain outlines your fate. Ready. Time to testify.
Okay, come on.
Witness the power of Gawad.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Into the shadows.
That was very good.
Freeze!
Are you okay?
Spare me! Please spare me!
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move. I'll patch you up.
Who are you?
Don't worry, we took care of him.
Oh, good. That's, good.
He's gonna scream.
It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be! Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me! Do you know what's inside the forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks! I just came here to pick herbs. I gotta get out of here. Be careful. These mechanical... no wonder the Academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms.
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. When he gets to the village, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal.
No, that's good.
So, you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
It's so hard to understand.
All right. Regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you? I wonder. You're like a giant mechanical... And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding, only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for Wyatt, rather, its owner, is collecting so many components. I'm not sure. It's getting late. Let's set up camp for the night. Over here. Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
Okay, tighnari, I'm coming.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
No one cares about your opinion.
Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious...
You're not wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent. You'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, tighnari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and...
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food.
Well, that's good as me.
Oh. You found some already.
Thanks, Crab.
Paimon understands it this time! It wants mechanical parts again!
Sorry. No part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward,
there's a
then
chest
it might
I can
start
see
to
it.
take advantage of the system.
I
I'll
can
note
see-
little things
actually, I
like
might not
this
have chest
and
and
give a
anything else,
cumulative
but-
reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really...
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty.
We need look...
Yes, even though most animals fled, it's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices. Have a good night.
Okay, they aren't just us dim-tabled things. They being, that's... What do we call it? What do we call them?
Paimon's getting sleepy.
There's like a chest from that below.
Is this because of the ley lines?
No, there's
It's been a
sensors right
while
there.
since we camped...
Oh, cutscene. Tighnari.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well?
I'm still a
You have to
little sleepy,
maintain
you know.
constant vigilance in dangerous places like this. Yawning all the time like that is no good. If you can't stay awake, it's okay. Go sleep some more.
I
Really?
can manage.
You don't need to push yourself. I'm used to staying up all night, because many plant and animal species can only be observed during nighttime. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontamod for a time. Some of my they proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, A machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands in their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms. Zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe the subject will be unbanned in a few years. That's a difficult question to answer. I am interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Velukashuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. Once you start placing yourself above other life forms, I mean, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
I understand what you mean, tighnari.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it? Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right, suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with him. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Okay, what's my weapon? Oh, it's just the night watch, okay.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. A quick question. Do you feel... Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent, and you two...
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices.
That's what you have to do in
night.
actual fire as well, if you make fire, of course. How do you put water in it? Oh, retrieve the pest-repelling device.
Let's meet back here later.
Retrieve the pest-repelling devices. Collect.
All right, it's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struck, try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination. As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Oh, there's a lot, right? Wait, there's only two. Oh, there's only two.
Cool it. No, my sword. What a disgrace.
Okay, there's something else there, wasn't there? Freeze! I think I keep flying on the floor.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
That's over.
Ready. Ring cutter.
Freeze!
Time to testify. Into the shadows. Ready.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge that. Get back!
Move it. This is sheer anarchy.
Freeze!
Body and... No, my sword! Eagle looks. Shoot on sight. The victor is declared.
I'm sorry. There's that no healing items, great.
Don't get frostbite.
I tried to switch, that's why I'm against it. Switch, okay, I'm gonna throw that 2 times step because I can switch.
Cool it!
Into the shadows.
I'm gonna heal my character.
You.
I click switch, so that shouldn't have happened, but okay.
Cool it!
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. Ready yourselves? We're going in.
Okay, there's a dungeon here. So I just have to be, let's just go here quickly and heal my characters. No, I gotta use mine.
Mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
One with... Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Move it.
I'm gonna use noise, I'm gonna advantage, so I'm not like potential speed and stuff.
Into the shadows. What a disgrace. Hunt them down. Ring cutter.
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see?
Yeah. Rah.
Okay, what a puzzle.
What is this?
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences?
That's terrible! We have to stop it!
I was gonna intervene right now.
Oh, Paimon, see?
That's just...
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you.
Then let's look for it together. If there's no control unit here, then there must be a trap door somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Keep up.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
I was injured.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken. Likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. Almost forgot about you. Here.
What is it doing?
I think it's Creo.
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. The file room will definitely... Keep up.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is very secluded.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too...
Tape?
Yes. The Spontamod However...
Come on, what's what?
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Okay.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steep inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named...
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering...
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh!
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people, always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's... The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Look! A date is written.
That's quite the time.
It's rare that you malfunction. Seems that making...
He just was the crap.
All right. Water entered the key. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful. I'm glad. Aren't the bunch at the academy? Too bad it was just a... Never mind. I should...
After Abatui left, I thought he was so...
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad...
Let's keep looking. Following the serial number... There's also an...
Baby Kark...
It's hard to say.
Sorry, Karkata. In my recent... When you're low on power, that is a very... I've officially activated the third generation conducting research. I'm also getting tired. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I'm not talking about modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities. But you are my finest success. But even you can't understand me. Karkata. Yeah, it is what it is. In a few days, I'll... This is no... If I place another... of course my heart decides to act up now. Strange. Oh no, I have to shut down the shut it off. If we let... Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end... I'm sorry, Karkata.
I see. So, after Abatui's unexpected death...
Paimon understands...
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. To Abatui, perhaps only by building such a machine, but... If he had slowed down, Karkata can't speak, and yet it...
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit...
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
One with the force. Keep up. More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Keep up.
Oh, how long is this?
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Who do you think you are?
Let me switch.
Body in the... No, my sword!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
What is inside? I have to quickly get upload 6 minutes so it's easy to upload for. Didn't work out apparently. Annoying as it is, I have to go and explore it with cascade. Take a lot of things to download.
Move it. I'll uproot you! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite. Keep up. One with the force.
into the shadows. Time to finish this.
Can't see? I hear everything.
I thought as long as I was saying it was.
Get back!
Loaded.
Oh, great.
Freeze!
Hunt them down. Ready. Witness the power of Gawai.
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Nico and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Well, I'm fighting.
Oh, so sorry. I'll uproot you!
Loaded.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down.
Shit.
Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Carcata. Let's head back.
One sec. No. Oh, no, chest. They're trying to build him like a new horse, like make him a living organism, like using his own life. Time, like bring the guy back to life time.
So, Carcata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Carcata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Carcata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. Who knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but...
Carcata? Carcata? Can you hear
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's truly a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm gonna go confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while. The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on. Those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale. According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will all be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and, then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
Oh, I'm just like sad about everything. Christmas curse.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the Academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad. Oh, then how about we find Tighnari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but alright then, we'll find...
That's still not over? Oh, I'm so confused. Wait till... I feel like he wasn't. I feel like he's not gonna like, give it back to Academia anyway.
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should...
That where? It's not marked on the map. I really hate when this does stuff as. Quest. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna see sign over here. It should be. Very cool.
Shh, keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Familiaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect. It can also be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two data sets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontamod. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form.
The possibility exists is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that.
Yeah.
By the way, but as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Yes, got done. What did you say? Okay. Don't know why I just.
When people at the Academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy. I have zero interest in group photos. But I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Karkata and it seemed happy. That's good enough.
That's 35. Great. Guess we'll go get back. I just got that. Okay. Got that.